Hi, this is Bible Revival, Nick Renna. Today I was going to discuss one of the oldest things, the Ten Commandments. Sometimes I forget what they are, the Ten Commandments. The first three have to do with God. Get the setting now. Moses just saved the Israelites from the Pharaoh in Egypt out of slavery. They want to stone him at this point because they're thirsty, they're hungry, they're tired. Where'd you lead us to? We want to go back to Egypt. Can you imagine being free and then wanting to go back to captivity? Well, this is what Moses had on his plate. So the Lord up in the mountain made the Ten Commandments. Moses is still among the people. And the first three have to do with the Lord. I'm your God, the only God, and have no other gods before me. Keep the Sabbath day holy. And don't use the name of the Lord in vain. How many times do you hear the Lord, of course, Jesus Christ, used in movies, in regular conversation? So that's the top three for the honoring of the Lord. The next have to do with us. Like number 4, honor thy mother and thy father. So that's, one for us. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery, hates adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Don't lie. Don't covet thy neighbor's house or property. Don't covet thy neighbor's wife. So I believe I listed the 10. And what does Moses do? So the Lord calls him up, says, hey, I got these tablets of stone with the commandments. Come on up. So Moses spends 40 days and 40 nights, a very popular number, 40. Jesus fasted 40 days and 40 nights. And anyway, here it is again. Moses went up there 40 days and 40 nights. And what do the people do? They are down there partying. They're half naked. They're surrounding this golden calf that they made, this fake god that they needed a god, so they're being very wicked down there. Moses comes down after the 40 days and he throws the 2 stones down and breaks them. I never knew that, but Moses came down and broke the stones, and then the Lord called him up again in Genesis 24, says, come on back up, and I'll give you these new stones for you to put the 10 Commandments on. So, interesting story that who would think that these royal stones from the Lord would get smashed out of anger. That's how wicked the people were. Well, it shows people have no patience. Here he freed them, no gratitude. They didn't thank him. And Moses had his hands full. That's why I always thought it was bad. Moses, the Lord said, you'll never see the promised land. After all he did, I thought Moses got a kind of a bad deal because one thing he did wrong, and do you know what that was? Moses, the Lord gave him this rod to tap the rock and water would gush out to fulfill their thirst. They were in a desert. And every time they were thirsty, he would say, Lord, and he would tap the rock and the water would come out. Well, one time the Lord told him, speak to the rock. You don't need the power. The new power that the Lord was giving Moses was just to speak to the rock. But what did he do? He was angry because of the situation. And he got the staff and he started to beat the rock. And the Lord said, just because of that action, that behavior, you won't see the promised land. I couldn't believe it. And Joshua, after Moses died, as we know, Joshua took over, crossed the Jordan River, which we discussed, on their way to the promised land. Okay, just interesting tidbits, the 10 Commandments and how it all went down. You should read it. Genesis 20 to like Genesis 25. Real interesting. Okay, thanks a lot for listening. See you next time. Bible Revival. Take care.